Provincial Synod for the Church of Province of West Africa. The Synod composition is made up of three major houses: the House of Bishops, the House of Clergy, and then the House of Laity. The last time this Synod met was somewhere in 2019, and COVID came in. By the special grace of God, the Most Reverend Dr. Cyril Kwabena Ben Smith, the primate of the Church of Province of West Africa, has been able to call these houses to come together, commune here in Accra for the 2023 Synod. So we have almost about 17 dioceses convening here for the special Synod. So we have friends coming in from Sierra Leone, friends coming in from Cameroon, friends coming in from Gambia, friends coming in from other parts of West Africa so far as the internal province of West Africa is concerned, as well as the dioceses too in Ghana too as also concerned. We've also heard the charge that the primate has given, and then the mandate that is given out to the faithful so far as the Church of Province of West Africa is concerned. By way of things they'll be discussing issues that will come up with the creation of new dioceses within the province, as well as the appointment of some new bishops, special bishops that will be given the mandate of missions, which they'll be considering, among other things. Accra Television reporting. The name is Pepsimal.
The 2023 Synod was on the theme, Fanning into Flame, the Gift of God.
Well, it's been on the drawing table for a long time. As you know, this is a very large province, including the whole of West Africa, Ghana. It's a very big province, and it makes administration very difficult. So we had two internal provinces. Now is the time to break ground and then let the two provinces work on their own. So we're giving ourselves ample time, hopefully, and I'm thinking 2026, early 2026, should be okay to create to the Diocese of Province of Ghana on its own, and then the Province of West Africa, ongoing Province of West Africa. Finances have been a problem, and then, as you know, in the past there were issues with the civil war in Liberia, in Sierra Leone, and Guinea. So the terrain has not been good, as opposed to Nigeria. But hopefully, I think in the last 10 years or so, we've made strides. As you know now, with the new dioceses of Tema and in Kranza, it means Ghana is up to 13 dioceses. And then the other people. So my charge to the bishops will be for them to grow their churches and to create even more dioceses.
The House of Bishops also added their voices to the primatial charge.
We are ready sooner or later for Ghana to go, because since, let me say, 2012, this suggestion started to become materialized. So we know that when Ghana will leave us, maybe the first or 2 years we'll have some struggles, but we hope that we shall meet there. And we are ready, because we have started to have our own theological seminary, and we are well organized today by God's grace. So we are ready now, because we have no choice. They should go.
It's a lofty idea. It's long overdue even for that to happen, because first and foremost, having missionary bishops, they have specific mission to go and develop the place, set it for a diocesan atmosphere to take place. So it is just completing what we are supposed to have. And these missionary bishops, as it were, they have only that assignment, and when they finish, they go back to what we call, the military will go back to the barracks. They're not coming there to be like a diocesan bishop. So it is welcome, and it's also something which is mission-oriented, which will move us ahead. I'm looking forward, because we have already been charged in Cameroon to create more dioceses. So I'm looking forward to have help first and foremost, encouragement, and things which will push this vision, which we have been given as a task to carry on in Cameroon. Because coming together, you learn from one another, you improve, and then you look for resources, both financial and human, to accomplish that. So these are what I'm going to take. I'm looking for here to take back home.
Reverend Canon Dr. Patrick Okanja Botier also spoke to the news team on behalf of the House of Laity.
I think it's spot on. I mean, seriously speaking, when you lit a fire and it's getting dull, the purpose of the fire is not achieved, it's not optimized. So fanning it is a way of making it flamed, and then the essence of it is achieved. So he's telling us to do what we ought to do. And if you are not doing it, it means that if the fire is used for cooking, you may not get the results you are looking for. So I agree with him. And it has come to awaken us, to call to our mind the thing we should be doing that we are not doing. If we are sleeping, we should wake up. And use the metaphor of the fire, meaning that what we need to burn and to rebuild, melt and remold has to be done. And I agree with him. Yeah. Separate me, Paul and Barnabas. I mean, the church had to expand. It acts through this act that we have seen church expanding. If Ghana hasn't taken a move in expanding in the 82, 83, we wouldn't have had the thousands we are having now. So if you are growing, maybe we are not growing because we have just consider ourselves in a little way and we are satisfied with it. So this is moving us to move from our comfort zone of having something small you are holding on to. And so if we divide the dioceses, we'll have more hands to control it, to expand. We go to places there are no people, you'll be forced to add on. And that's the strategy of Nigerians. And it has to be done very strategically and deliberately, not the usual way of saying something and doing something haphazardly and it's not done well. So we need to structure it well, knowing what we want to do. And I'm very sure God will be happy with us. New people will be empowered to do more. And I agree with him.
The issues for the attention, discussion, and action of the Synod 2023 were the creation of missionary areas and the appointment of bishops for missionary areas, Committee for Provincial Fund for the endorsement of funds from the Church of England Slave Grant, Relief Fund for CPWA, Committee on Theological Education, CPWA Constitutional Publishing Committee, approval for the creation and inauguration of the Diocese of Nkranza and Tema in Ghana. A report read on behalf of Reginald Robertson, Ashali Botre, Accra.